what each of the characters did in that section. You're going to decide who's going to be each of the characters. I'm only going to give you about 5 minutes in your small group to be ready. Now remember, this is story statues. So the person who's playing Ella, are they supposed to be moving the whole time? No. No. They're going to choose one pose that shows a part of what just happened. So for example, can someone give me another example? I know Jet gave me one earlier, but what's another example of an action that Ella did in the story that we just read? Okay, so if it was Hattie, maybe I would pretend I was talking. I would freeze while the narrator talks. So you're going to pick one pose like a statue, just like in statues at the museum, because statues hold still, and you're going to hold it while the narrator talks. Give me a thumbs up if you know what you're doing. Okay. You're going to have 5 minutes to decide who's the narrator, who's our 3 character statues. Then I'm going to be watching, and whatever group I think is working the best together, I'm going to ask them to go first to be an example for all of us. Yeah, so she stayed with your friend until Ella knows what's happening. So you might show Arita just waiting, right? Like waiting patiently, okay? So about 2 more minutes. And I know a part of us wants to be silly during these because we're going to get to act. But what are we trying to show people right now? What are you trying to show the other groups, Alex? And in the story, right? Yeah, who you are and what happened in the story. And if they're too distracted with laughing, are they going to learn what happened in the story? No. So you want to do your best to have your best presentation, okay? So let's see how our first group does with that. My first group can come on. Yes, sir. Tell us who is what character and who is the narrator, and then the narrator can say whatever they are going to say.
I'm the narrator. I'm Heidi. Who's Ella? I'm Alita.
Okay, so that was great. Now that you know what you're doing, I want you to do it again. Pretend you're really on stage, okay? So use a nice, loud, and strong voice. I know we all know how to do this because we had our march performance. So again, introduce yourself.
I'm the narrator.
Wonderful.
I'm Hattie.
Wonderful.
I'm Ella.
Excellent.
I'm Alita.
Great.
I'm Ella.
Great. Narrator, take it away.
So, I forgot.
Ella.
Ella had to do chores.
Wonderful.
And Hattie was bossing Ella around.
Great. There's our 2 statues. Someone's bossing, someone has to do the chores.
And he was singing.
What character is he? Arita.
Arita was singing this sad story. And
We're doing a great job. Alex, go ahead.
And she was trying to get revenge on Hattie.
Wonderful. Excellent. Round of applause. What's one thing that you learned about one of the characters from that skit? Because that's what we're focusing on. What's one thing you learned, Erwin?
Ella was getting revenge.
Yes, Ella wanted revenge because Hattie kept bossing her around. Great listening skills. So I'm very impressed with our first narrator. Nice, loud, strong voice. Remember, introduce who you're going to be, and then the narrator can go ahead and take it away.
You guys know what we're doing? Yeah. Ella is sneaking around in the pantry and stealing cookies.
Nice. Sneaking around.
And then,
Freeze. Good.
Hattie was telling Ella to not be friends with Arita anymore.
Very good. Very important detail. Hattie, I think you're supposed to be a little meaner than that, though. Very nice. And last one?
And Ella was singing songs to Ella. What?
Arita?
Arita was singing this to Ella.
Great. And Arita was singing to Ella. Wonderful. Applause for them. Eric.
Dad, Lisbeth wanted cookies.
Who was Elizabeth's character?
Ella.
Great. Why was Ella sneaking around for cookies? Who remembers that part of what we read? Alessia?
Because Hattie asked her to.
Yeah, because Hattie ordered her to. One thing you learned from that last character, and then I'm going to ask one reflection question. Pedro, what did you learn?
Ella was talking about her mom too.
Arita.
Arita.
Yeah, and why is it important that Ella Arita. What does that tell us, Jen?
That Arita cares for them.
Exactly. We know that Arita is a really caring person. And what happened at the end of the chapter that's not going to be good news for Ella or Arita? Who remembers? Diamine?
That Hattie told her to not be friends with Arita.
Yeah, Hattie just told Ella, even though we know Arita's so caring, that she can't be friends with her anymore. So we'll see what happens then. Oh,